If you guys are sick and tired of just getting pinch flats and punctures from the trail, this video is definitely for you. So I've always wanted to make a short and quick video of how to make your tires tubeless, and right now I have the perfect opportunity because this bike comes with tubes. So I have these two valves. I'm gonna toss them in there and make this bike tubeless. So I'm just going to show on my front tire because front and back tire are basically the same thing. So the tires and the rims are already tubeless ready, so this should basically be an easy process since I don't have to put any rim tape on. So if you're new to mountain biking, you've probably never heard or seen of a Presta valve. So this is a Presta valve. It's different from a Schrader valve because it has a little nut on the bottom right here, which you can just screw off. And also to release air, you have to unscrew this brass tip, and then that will let the air out. You just unscrew that, and you press in, and that releases the air. Then you just screw it back so it wouldn't get damaged. Then you can take off this little nut, drop it from your hand, and then you just basically, from the inside of the tire, you can just pull on it, and then it comes right out. That's pretty good for now. If I need to take some more out, I'll take it out later. Okay, so now you're going to want to break the bead. So basically just take your tire and just roll it back. That'll break away the bead. Look at that nice green, nice green rim tape. So just break the bead all the way around. Okay, now for tubeless tires, you're going to want to try to take it off without using the tire levers because that might damage the bead and make a worse seal. So just put the tire into the center of the rim so it would be easier to take off. Okay, so I just grabbed it right here, then I try to put it over the edge and try to roll it off. Just like that. And these tires are a lot easier to take off than Max's tires. The bead is a lot softer. So I'm taking out the valve right now, and I can take out the inner tube, and you just pull it out through here. Take the tube out, and you don't need to take off the whole tire. So I'm just going to keep one half of it opened. I'm just going to lay that down. So as you can see, there isn't really a difference between the valve that comes with the stem and the valve that is for tubeless tires. The only difference being is that these come with a rubber end right here, so the sealant couldn't just leak out of the hole. So here's one of the valve stems. I'm just going to take this nut off, and underneath that nut is also a rubber O-ring, which you also can't forget to take off. There's the O-ring, you just slide it right up. So now you take your valve, then you can just put it right through the hole. Get it nice in there. Then you take all of this and just put it back together on the other side of the rim. Then make sure that this goes all the way down to the rim to where there is no gap for sealant to leak out from. And also don't tighten your lock ring too much because hand tight should be plenty. So now we're gonna tighten it down. Go until you can't tie it anymore with your hand. So your tire also has a certain direction where it should be going. So if your wheel is like this, where the rotor's on the left, and this is just how it would be if you were to look straight down at your front wheel from behind the bars. And if it's on the left side, then your wheel will be spinning this way. So it will be spinning up and over. So find your tire, and somewhere on the sidewall it should say where the rotation should be going, and there should be also an arrow. So the arrow says the rotation should be this way, so I turn it this way, and that's how the tire should go onto the rim. So many mountain bikers like to put their valve where the branding for their tire is, because it just looks better. Next you're just going to put the rim with only one side of the rim, with only one side of the tire on the rim. So you're just going around, putting it into the rim, to where it's like that. Then you can flip it over to the other side, and then you can start putting in your tire. Alright, so you want to leave a small space right here so where you can pour the sealant. So we can take this and put it like that. So here I have some Stan's sealant, and this is the same sealant that I used in one of my other videos where I put in the sealant into one of the tires from the Giant. And this has about 10 ounces in it, so I'm just going to eyeball it to put around 4 ounces into each tire. So just pour it in there. I'd say that's about 4 ounces. So now you go around the whole tire and you put the bead on. And then once you get to here, so you want to rotate it slowly to where the tire is already closed. And then you can put the bead on this side. Okay, so also to have the tire go on easier, you want to press it into the center of the rim all the way around, and then the tire should just pop around. Just like that. Now we can inflate it and set the bead, and it should be golden. So here I have a nice high volume pump. Now this is best done with air compressor, but just don't overdo it. Open this up, and I'm just gonna Where's the leaking air from? Okay, whatever, let's just put it on. Right, so once this is pumped up, then you just shake it around to get all the sealant everywhere. And anything that was leaking air should be not leaking air anymore. Well, there we go, made my front tire tubeless. And if you guys are following along at home, just do the same steps I did for the front tire for the back tire, and you should be ready to shred. So now we're gonna go for our first real trail ride, and my tires are set up tubeless, so let's go see how it works. Let's go see if the tires will roll. And as you can see, Alex is on my old bike. I'm gonna go take that bike for a shred. So let's go. All right, let's go. Okay, was not expecting that one. Hell yeah. Nice. If you want to. Shit, what happened? Huh, what the hell? Alright, so there's the gap jump right here.
Oh, dang, Alex. Yikes. Oh, poor Alex.
Water bike.
No, the other pedal's so hard.
Yeah. I should have went on the lighter gear into it.
Yeah. I remember, like, on the Focus, I would always skid so much.
Waterworks time.
Nice climb.
Uh-huh.